The wolf pack have arrived with their commander. Hot Toys spit out a trio from the Flash movie. It's figure of the year time on Points of Articulation. Oh, yeah. Welcome to another episode of Points of Articulation, where I play God. I did that on purpose. I just wanted to let everybody know I'm showing you that I play God on this show because I can do that. I can do whatever I want. Basically, we have a panel of guests where I'll ask them a question. They'll give me their opinion, and I'll give them one of these if it's good. If I think it's good. And I'll give them one of these if I think it's a big ball of turd. Now, could everybody hear that? That was really low.
Nope.
Let me see if I can crank that.
That means none of us can be
up.
It's a bad one.
There we go. And there it is. Let's bring in the panel. Why don't we? Before we get all crazy into the questions. Here they are. How's it going, panel?
Yo.
You guys having a great day?
Good.
Well, we know Helen's just starting her day, so I hope you had a great sleep, and the brothers Beam over here. I hope you guys had a great day today. Are either of you Vikings? No, you're wearing a Chargers hat. I was like, are either of you Vikings fans?
Oh, but we're in Minnesota, so
yeah,
I do watch the Vikings.
Yeah, that was a pretty close one today.
It was. A little too close, but they still won. Yeah,
they did. And
battle for the North next week.
I was about to say that's going to be a good game. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a good game. We'll see how the Lions look tomorrow night. But so you guys know, here's the scoreboard. I did the whole spiel about the show, and I didn't even have the scoreboard up. So this is what they're gonna. And what they're fighting for is panel supremacy. And I'm gonna try to be a lot better with not recycling answers and clicking. I'm gonna try to do better. So if you talk for 20 minutes, you're not gonna necessarily get points in those 20 minutes. All right, people. But anyway, let's get to our first question, and this is the first word. If I could, where's my cursor? There it is. And let's add this to the stage. All right. So, Hot Toys has released their VGM Venom. This figure is massive, as you can see here in the video. Is there a limit to the size of a 1/6 scale action figure? S-Beam, is this too fucking big?
No. No, if it's accurate, then it's accurate. Thanos is pretty big. What was it? Gladiator Hulk. That's a massive figure. Mm-hmm. So you want to scale appropriately with the rest of your figures. So if it's that big in the game, then it needs to be that big according to the Spider-Man figures.
That's I can see that. What about you, Blue Tattoo? Is this too big?
The 21 inches of Venom. No, I don't think so.
Love that.
I mean, go next to the Hulk pretty well. The biggest ones I got are the Hulk and the Hydra Stomper. Those things are ginormous. So, and they fit pretty well. He's maybe I can point right there. He's on the middle shelf somewhere there. The Hulk Buster.
You put the Hulk Buster in the middle shelf. Okay.
Yep. But yeah, this guy is awesome. I thought about getting him, but then that comic one came out.
I love Bob Dylan. I just noticed that. 50% Greek stream. Yeah. We're taking over, Bob. We're taking over.
GW coming in 2025. Just joking. Look, I love collectors because we want accurate and we want it to be perfect, but we want it to fit in a 𝗔𝗹𝗃. And you can't have both things, right? Like, if this thing is that big, this thing is that big. So
Yeah.
I find it interesting that in some regards, people are crying out for accuracy, and I'm going to count stitches in suits, and you better have the right amount of stitches. And then if something's too big, they complain. So if this is how big it is, this is how big it is. I figure if you really want it, you'll find a space in your collection to accommodate it. That's how I kind of treat most things, to be honest. I think if you really want it, you make it work.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all good points. I'm trying to, yeah, no, I totally agree with all three of those. Yeah, the 𝗔𝗹𝗃. This is not for the 𝗔𝗹𝗃 collector unless you take out some shelving, or actually, it might be too heavy for the glass shelves, and then you get shattered glass everywhere. That would suck.
Right.
So yeah, that would be horrible, right, guys? All right, so next question number 2. Let me take this away from here. All right, so look at us. And Bob Dylan saying, "Wow, so formal." I wear a tie at every points of articulation. Well, almost every points of articulation, sir. You've been caught. No. So we're in like a crazy December rush, right? The month of December has been just absolute bonkers with the amount of releases from like all companies. I don't think I've ever seen it like this in the last 5 years. At least the time that I've been paying attention to to releases. And I'm kind of wondering what's going on. Blue, why are we releasing so many figures in this month? And these are budget busters. At least, if people have budgets and you were expecting some of these figures in a few months, why are these companies releasing them now in December?
They're getting the mad scramble out at the last minute that they've been pushing out figures release dates. Yeah, right now they're killing our wallets, killing mine especially.
That is a statement, yeah.
I don't know why they're doing it now, but probably just because they had well, no, they pushed up quite a few figures, didn't they? Yeah, just to get them out in 2024 instead of 2025. Yeah, it's insane.
What about you? What do you think, Helen? Like, what is the driving force? What are your thoughts on why we're just getting hammered right now? Especially, I'm lucky. I only had a couple pre-orders. So, are you surviving this?
Well, I mean, everything is so delayed in Australia, so kind of the benefit of that is you can kind of brace for the tsunami when it comes, and it could be 4, 6, 8 weeks to kind of prepare for it. But I guess I have two train of thoughts. I think it depends on which company you are. So for me, I feel like Hot Toys is trying to pump things out before Chinese New Year, and I tend to think they can be a little bit strategic. This
early?
Yeah, I think so. I do, because 29th of January, but then I think the second part of it is I feel Hot Toys, the days they do multiple releases, I feel like sometimes there's stuff that's maybe not pre-sold as well, so they're trying to get it out, but then go, look at all this other stuff. So I did kind of wonder, like, you're dropping Supergirl and Modern Suit Keaton at the same time, and that Supergirl was, people didn't like the prototype. Was it being updated? We didn't know. So I feel like it's a bit strategic that sometimes they try to bury something amongst other announcements. So Hot Toys, I think, is just, and potentially with something like DC, just get them out and get them done. With InArt, I think they're totally just trying to fudge their production numbers to say they released 7 figures this year when, did they? I don't believe they did. So I think it depends on the company, but I think you can expect that because, you've got to factor in with Chinese New Year. It's also, you've got to ship them out the door, right? So the earlier you do that, the more opportunity the retailers have, because then come 29th of January, we're going to have nothing for like 3 weeks
2
or
weeks?
so.
Yeah.
So I think it is a bit strategic because you've got to ship these products out as well. And if Hot Toys can get stuff on a boat, plane, however they get them to Sideshow during January, it means that
It's on the
Sideshow
boat.
still has that kind of flow of product in the month.
Yeah, I'm also hearing, at least for us here in the U.S., trying to sidestep possible tariffs. What do you think about that, S-Beam?
Well, the tariffs are still there, but they may go up. So
Well,
tariffs have been there since the last time Trump was in office. So tariffs going up, I'm sure that'll be an issue. But it's I agree with Helen in the part of InArt, trying to push out as many as they can because then they can say that's how many they got out this year. But Hot Toys have always been that way. It's the end of the year for calendar year.
Really?
So they're just pushing out as many things as they can. They usually have a New Year's announcement as well. It's usually pretty big. And they usually have a New Year's release. So
why does it feel different this year?
I don't know. As long as I've been collecting, it's always been that big push between mid and end of December to pop out at least five or six, and then release or announce a really big one. At least the last 6-7 years that I've been collecting.
I think the thing that was interesting in this last week was that so many things came from the same line. Like, I can't remember the last time 4 figures from one movie dropped at the same week. So I think that is probably a factor. Batfleck, the bike, which you can buy them together or individually, and you have to think the Flash is probably coming soon to get that line out. So I think that's maybe where it's feeling a little bit different, that it's not this scattergun of different movies, different IPs, and figures that maybe not everyone is fully invested in buying as a set.
Okay, yeah, that all of those points make sense, which segues into the next question. So, Hot Toys released the Ben Affleck Batman from the Flash, but it looks nothing like Ben. Hot Toys has come out to say that you can use the older faceplates. You take off those faceplates, use the older Ben faceplates. And there was a video clip floating around. I don't know if anybody else saw it. Maybe I'm imagining it. I don't even know if it's real. I couldn't confirm it now. I tried to go find it, but there was a stream where Ben's stunt double was on there, and some dude was unboxing the Ben Affleck Batman, and they started, having a conversation where the stunt double stated that Hot Toys couldn't get a hold of Ben's people, and that they came to him and said, if you've been in the suit for a lot of the times, would it be okay if we used your likeness? And he said, sure you can. I'd be honored. And
was that for a BVS?
Yeah, it's it's the Flash one. So it's
it is the Flash one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, and this figure's getting a lukewarmish. I don't even know if it's lukewarm reception, because a lot of people are just like, this does not look like him. And they don't like the suit. But why wouldn't Hot Toys just wait to get Ben Affleck's approval? Like, Helen, what's the rush? Is it the same thing as the previous question? I don't know. I'm confused.
Yeah,
you want a good product out there.
I don't get it, because, they've made so many Ben Affleck Batman. Like, if you think about the fact the guy's never had a solo movie, but he's had so many figures and then 2.0s of reissue, so I'm kind of going, surely they've had to work with Ben's people in the past and maybe are aware of the process or how long it takes. So I'm really not understanding that. And it's Hot Toys. Will we ever know? Probably not. But it is funny, because I did wonder if the other face plates were compatible. Because I feel like the people who love Batfleck, they love him very hard. That's cool. And you've got those face plates around. So not ideal, but I think if they're compatible, you've got to take that as a win, that at least you can give it your own little upgrade. But that feels odd to me, because I just don't get why Hot Toys wouldn't, like, let's be honest, like, this is probably going to be Ben Affleck's last appearance as Batman. Why wouldn't you want it to be him? It's a bit perplexing.
It is perplexing is a very good word. A great word. S-Beam. What the heck? Why not wait?
Well, that's what you
Hello,
get for being a
this is
Batfleck
Hot
fan.
Toys. Can I know, this is Hot Toys. Can we talk to Ben's people? Who is this? It's Hot Toys. We don't know any Hot Toys. Is this J-Lo? No, not. Anyway. So, what were you saying before I went into my improv?
I said, well, that's what you
Thank you,
get for
everybody.
being a Batfleck fan. All you Batfleck fans out there. He's not a great Batman, but I thought he did okay. His stories
Wait.
needed to be better. But
Blue thinks
the fact.
So do you guys differ on this? Ben
Yeah,
Affleck
I think he is a
Batman?
great Batman. Yeah.
All right.
But it's clearly not Ben's chin, so you had to see it coming whether you wanted to or not. It was like that on the prototypes, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a perfect match.
It is what it is. I don't plan on getting this figure, so I'm not as upset as the people who are. So, unfortunately, you're not getting Ben Affleck, but it's still his cowl. I mean, you can still pretend it's him, just like they did. So.
Yeah, that's true. What about Blue? Since this is this your favorite Batman, the Ben Affleck Batman?
Pretty close. Yeah, it's about neck and neck with like.
So we
Bale
can assume that you're gonna get this. So how do you feel about them not waiting? Like,
it's a little annoying. It should be Ben Affleck. I don't know, like maybe they didn't want to wait any further, or but they got or maybe he changed his number. I don't know, but they have two Batmans coming up, the 2.0 and the armored version that's now die cast. Why couldn't they? Why couldn't they get a hold of him for that? Because now they gotta. I mean, is it different for the prototypes and the final? I mean, is the 2.0 going to look different now? It's a weird situation, but I'm looking forward to it. I dig the suit. I like the Batman scenes from The Flash. I think they did a pretty good job. There's that video going around where he's wearing it's black instead of blue, and he's without the cowl. I wouldn't mind that, to be honest with you.
With Ben's head?
Yep, with Ben's head. Yeah.
Oh, I have not seen that.
It's like a behind the scenes kind of thing, and it's like a silver bat, and he's got the honeycomb patterns on there somewhat, but his suit is black. It's crazy looking. It's really cool. But
wow. I'll have to check that out. That's
Bob Dylan will probably make a custom of that. If you wait long enough, Blue Tattoo, you'll see it.
Yeah.
To eventually.
Yeah, there will be. Yeah,
I'd love to make one of that too. I'll take one.
Yeah, I'd like you both of you dabble, right? You both dabble in the world of customs.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, I know, yeah, Helen dabbles too. But do you guys make your own head sculpt? Have you made your own head sculpts and stuff before?
I paint mostly, but I have made I've made some head sculpts.
Oh wow!
Loco Lou's got one, and I got this one sitting here. So.
Oh, that's
who's
so
that?
Cool.
If it'll focus, you can kind of tell.
Is it Lael?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah. It. And he's the only person that came to mind. So I'm like, where's the
Robert Meyer Burnett?
Robert Meyer Burnett. Yeah. Where's Costas? I don't see one.
I don't know.
Where's Randall?
That's all right. Whatever. I know.
It's got to be a 2-pack with Randall, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
From your lips to God's ears. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But that's the end of round 1. Wow, that was pretty good, spirited, lots of fun. Before we, you know what? Let's look at the scores, and then we'll come back and we'll talk to the chat real quick. So right now, it's a very tight game. Very good answers. 𝗔𝗹𝗹 𝗪𝗀 at 9, Blue Tattoo 7, and S-Beam at 9. Yeah, it's competitive tonight. And if I might find my cursor here, there we go. Let us.
Now I have a question.
Go ahead.
For InArt, how many batches is considered? Is it considered to be released? Yeah.
One figure. I
One
guarantee you, it's just
batch.
one set. That's it, and it could be a batch of 5, as long as they say that they're going to release it at a certain time and then hit their number, and they're like, "Look at us, we hit our number." They did it with the first Joker. They're like, "We'll get it out by October." October comes, a batch goes out, and then it takes a whole year for the rest of them to come out. So that's those sons of. Although they do quality stuff, I will give them that. I'll give them that. They do some quality stuff. All right, so let us say hello to our chat. Hello, chat. There's Jared, folks. What's up, Jared? Oh, I'm glad he's here live. Pedro, stat boy in the house. What is that? Who is that? With a blue lollipop.
Can't tell who that is.
No, Lily Rose Depp.
Oh,
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan stopped in for a sec. Got to see my my formal outfit, even though he's stopped in before. Maybe I wasn't wearing a tie that day. It's possible.
it's broken though.
Possible.
It's broken.
What's broken?
Your jacket says broken.
Oh yeah, this is 9 Inch Nails. This is a 9 Inch Nails jacket. This is their album.
Nice.
And on the back is the track listing.
Nice.
This is one of my favorite jackets. But yes, anyone out? Buy Star Ace, everybody. Buy it. That's Randall says, buy it. What's up, Clinton Martin? And there's Bob Dylan again, which means the panel should have a similar entertainment value, but with extra protein. Because we lack the meat. My big fat Greek wedding for those who have never seen it. Yeah. 12-inch Moose Stream. Happy New Year to you. Philly. We'll get Philly on again. We'll get 12-inch Moose Stream on again. I'm glad you got the bunk beds together. Thank God. Your kids now have a place to sleep. What is up, Carlos? Welcome. Ryan Dean. Hey, y'all. Hope the weekend has been treating everyone well. How's it been treating you guys? Well?
Yeah, not too shabby.
Yeah,
All right, awesome. So. Same here. It's been a fun weekend with the family. This one's specially for 𝗪𝗀. She made it into a 2-hour stream last week. So hey, it might be a 3-hour stream.
Brother Cousins made it a 2-hour stream last week with his elongated answers.
Yeah, the 20-minute answers.
Why my streams are 3 hours? I'm still trying to compute how that keeps happening. But Jay was the talker last week. I tried to keep my answers short here.
That is so true. I will. Yeah.
I think Jay's naturally a talker, though. So.
Tariffs will not be an issue for us. The tariffs will be meant for larger items. All right, cool. Wow, Pedro got 4 Mondos in this week. What is up, my friend? Press X to continue. Glad to have him on the Collectors Lounge International stream. That was a lot of fun today. Let's see. All companies trying to inflate 4-quarter numbers. Yeah, that is, put it on the books. We're closing out the year. What's poppin', Lou? What's poppin'? I hope nothing too important and it doesn't break. Yeah. Mr. Hi. Are Hot Toys still distributed by Sideshow? Yes. Outside of Asia, Sideshow is the main distributor. And let's see. Did I miss anything? Costa, the Flash, Batman, Keaton, and Affleck will be hitting my doorstep in the next week or so. Nice.
Oh, cool.
We will be talking about that Keaton Batman in a second. Let's see. Anybody else new? Bob Dylan says, I wish I would have known what we were talking about at that time.
I think that was the Batfleck custom.
Ah, yes.
He's thinking.
Good call. Good call. Let's see. Mahler 2745. Howdy. And you were correct, Lily Rose Depp. Congratulations. You win nothing. You win nothing. But hey, it was fun. It was fun. All right, let's move on to round 2. And okay, that was 3 questions, 3 people. Now I know who to start with. I was just trying to figure out who's next. Hot Toys releases Supergirl from The Flash. Some adjustments were made to the head sculpt from the original that was first shown. Was it enough? Buy or sell Supergirl? S-Beam.
Buy. I think the adjustments were just the right adjustments to make this look much more like 𝗙ощ 𝗂𝗍. So I wouldn't say it's a home run, but I think she did a damn good job in the role. So eventually this one will come home.
What about you, Blue Tattoo? Is this a buy or a sell?
It's a total buy. I have it on pre-order. Yeah, I'm so glad that they improved the sculpt, because before it was like a Neanderthal version or something like that. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
I'd have to agree it was bad.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad they improved it. She was also great in the movie. She's, like I said, gonna go right next to Henry Cavill Superman. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh, so you said you had her on pre-order. Duh. I'm like I am listening, Blue Tattoo. I promise. I'm listening and I hear you. And I'm hoping you feel heard. So yes, I know now that you are going to have this in your collection, and you will be putting it next to the InArt Superman. So thank you for sharing. How about you, Helen? Buyer selling this.
Well, I think it's buy at the right price. So I think a lot of people were really keen to see how this turned out, and I think there's not just been amendments to the head sculpt, there's also been some improvements to the suit, which I really like. Like if you see the blue sort of bands that go up into her hip, they sit a lot higher now. I think makes the shape of it seem a lot nicer. So I'm pleasantly surprised we got so many updates to this. But we know this actress is not carrying forward, and I know there's a lot of people who want a more traditional looking Supergirl, which I think is what we're going to get with Millie Alcock, who was young Rhaenyra Targaryen in House of the Dragon. So yeah. I can picture people sitting and waiting, and I think the thing that's going to be interesting for me about this is there going to be volume, or is this going to be a little bit of a She-Hulk where low pre-order numbers, there's not going to be a lot of these coming around. So I think it may be a gamble buying at the right price, but I just have a feeling that with this Flash line, there's going to be a few people that are going to say, I'll buy this if I can get it at the right price.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And I just want to master and godfather of customization. Bob Dylan is like, hey, we got to root it, repaint it, and then we'll talk. And I'm sure it's going to turn out amazing because he has so many amazing custom figures. And when I'm ready, I will be reaching out again, because I've reached out to him before, but there's a custom that I really, really want. It involves, it's Jim Henson. That's who I want, with several head sculpts. One with the, him with the, working, Kermit or whatever, and one with a head, maybe a 2-pack. I don't know, but that's what I want.
Nice.
So So yeah. Anyway, this I agree with that this will probably not. Is it waitlisted?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Yeah, because Sabine's not waitlisted, and there's a bunch still not waitlisted that I'm kind of surprised are not waitlisted because of when they came out or were introduced. So yeah.
And the bases are super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, totally and we'll see with the Keaton Batman one. Like for this Flash line, they really did some really cool bases for these. I wish StreamYard had the option of me putting all three of you at the top. I know there's maybe if I make I don't want to make a new layout.
There's customs. It's pretty easy to make a custom one though.
Yeah, but on the fly right now, can I? What do you think?
Maybe.
Nah. No. Let's go. Here we are. It's time for Miss Allison, Darth Allison, to come out because we love some Star Wars here on this channel. Darth Allison, not so much. So, the first figure announced from the Ahsoka series has finally released. Finally! God, what took so long? Was it worth the wait? Buy yourself Sabine Wren, blue tattoo.
That's a buy as well. I got whenever Sideshow gets them in stock or in their warehouse and they ship it out to me, I'll be getting it. I love that Loth Cat. That's fantastic. Definitely need more Loth Cats, dude. Those are super cool.
I totally recommend the Grogu, Grogu with a bunch of the animals, and one of them is a Loth Cat. It's awesome. I love it. I have it.
Yeah,
I just got it for the Loth Cat.
Me too. Yeah, I get them on sale, and I thought about getting another one just for the Loth Cat.
Yeah.
But Sabine looks awesome. It seems like a little bit of a downgrade on the face. It doesn't look like her like on the prototype anymore.
Really?
Yeah, to me, I'd have to get it in hand. It still looks good. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's still coming home. It's not a cancel this figure because it looks bad. It's still to me it looks really good. Despite its why is she not looking at the hologram? Yeah, I mean the previous shot was really good with her holding the lightsaber. It looked just like her. But
real quick, how do you feel about her discovering that she has force abilities and it being all kind of noted off screen?
I thought that was a bit ridiculous.
I agree.
The way they kind of almost shoehorned it in. I mean, it was so abrupt, and it was just like a light switch that she could do whatever she wanted to do. Yeah, it was a lot, and they shouldn't have done that. I mean, they had no other way to carry the story forward, but it shouldn't have happened. Personally,
you know what? I'm normally on board with Filoni and his things, but I do agree. I wish if you're going to do it, you should do it on screen. Darth Allison, what do you think about the figure itself?
Darth Allison's really keen to army build the funky cats because it looks better than the goose we got with Captain Marvel. So she just wants like 35 cats that are going to take over the collection. She's going to hide them in random places. Like maybe there'll be a few in the Batmobile. Who knows? Look, I find this Ahsoka line interesting. So I got the sense that people did like it overall. So I could see this being a buy. It's interesting talking to someone like Joao. He's saying that like the prices over there in China are dropping before these have even released. So I think this will be an interesting one to monitor. But visually, I think this looks great. Like the suits have a pop of color, which is not something I tend to equate with a Star Wars costume. So I think visually she's quite interesting with the hair, with the outfit. And woke Disney with the female characters. Yay, what's not to love? Come on, Star Wars fans. This is everything you want. Buy as many as you can for the cats and send them to Allison, please.
I will say I'm noticing that when I made this little video, there are a lot of Lothcat showing up in here. So yeah, I want to get. I think when I go down to Disney World in February, I am finally gonna pick up the Lothcat that they have at Galaxy's Edge. We've been looking at that one for a couple of years now. So
how big is it?
It's like this big. And
That's
you
so
move the
cool.
arm and it growls and you can pet it and make sounds. So I'm like, I think that's coming
amazing.
home. Plus, with a 20% off Disney Vacation Club member thing, I'll get 20% off. So yeah, I think that might be happening. And Bob Dylan, we saw his pictures today. He wants to do a long-haired version. And does he want to do a rooted short hair? I think he showed that too. I think he showed both. He's rooting for rooting. That's not wrong. S-Beam, are you gonna buy yourself Sabine Wren?
As a Rebels fan, I would definitely buy because that's where I know her from, and she was great in Ahsoka as well. So I did not have a problem with that whole Force thing that you guys were referring to because I don't know, there was a time jump.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. Get it. I wish I could have seen it.
Right.
But I get it. I get it.
When?
You take that back, sir.
Start of the show.
Hey.
Oh, and
You know what?
that kit.
I'm gonna go to my basement. Thank you.
That set is on sale on Sideshow, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So it is under $100. If you got points, it's even more. Under $100.
All right, I'm back. I don't care. Whatever.
But yeah, totally buy. Totally buy.
How long
Anyway.
have you been wanting to go to the basement since you got your standing desk?
Since the first show I did like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I've also wanted to be like go down the stairs, you know, and then come up the elevator. So you know, there's. Although I am loving this, like I have all this freedom here, and I can do whatever I want. I can like anyway. Okay. Moving on. It's the Flash time, but it really isn't the Flash. Old Man Keaton Batman from the Flash was also released this week, completing the trifecta of 3 figures from the same line. Yikes. The sculpt looks great, and I love the suit, but I'm not getting him. But it doesn't matter. You can buy or sell them. Don't listen to me. Buy or sell Old Man Keaton. And I think I'm at Helen. Are we buying or selling Old Man Keaton?
I think this is a buy. I think in my eyes, I think this is going to be the biggest seller from that Flash line just because of Michael Keaton and the nostalgia factor. I think this suit looks fantastic. I was very much I'm not getting it, and now I've had the epiphany of, because we're obviously getting the Returns Deluxe, I'm going, I could put young Michael Keaton head sculpt on this suit and have a bit of a different take, and that would be cool. So I'm sadly talking myself into stuff I thought I would never get. But I think it's fantastic.
Canceled.
Oh, did you? And now are you thinking
I didn't even think of that?
Oh.
Why didn't you say this sooner? Like before the
You didn't watch my stream then, because I said this on like your
I
Friday
was
morning,
working.
Because that was the thing I thought of when I saw the picture of the suit with just the head sculpt. I went, hang on, we're getting a Michael Keaton with the Returns, and if you don't want to use that ripped cowl, this would be a great
Yeah.
substitute for that, give it a bit of a modern twist. It doesn't have the avocado texture, so that will make people happy.
Looks so good.
But
too,
it
I
looks
do
it
love
does
it.
look good. It looks good. As I said, the suit looks fantastic. I think it looks great, and yeah, I feel like I'm talking myself into buying this now. So I'm sorry to whoever I have enabled with that idea.
Do it.
Costa.
S-Beam, are you buying or selling Old Man Keaton Batman?
I originally was going to sell this and not get this figure, but that avocado texture on that 89, I didn't care for that at all. I thought it looked too strange to get that 89 because I was just going to get the 89, and they announced the 80 or the 92, so I'm kind of safe. But I still want this Batman simply because I've seen pictures of it and it looks phenomenal. The head sculpt is spot on Michael Keaton. And I really want that grinning base plate for him as well. That's the way I want to display it because it looks awesome. But yeah, so now I'm a buy on this one. I don't know when I'll be able to get it, but because he's kind of low stock areas.
Well, somebody's going to get him off the wait list at some point. But it's like, to be honest, you can't have everything. And I really, really wasn't fond of the movie. I thought I enjoyed it at points, but like, anyway, Blue Tattoo, are you buying or selling the modern suit Old Man Keaton Batman?
It's a buy, 100%. I pre-ordered it. I got one more payment. Again, whenever Sideshow decides to get it in the warehouse and ship it out to me, I will pay the last payment and get it done. It looks fantastic. That Michael Keaton head sculpt is great. That base is phenomenal. It's got the symbol on there. Yeah,
dropping that base.
Yeah, and the faceplates are awesome too. It looks just like him. I wish I had like a Vulture figure. I would use that head sculpt like Adrian Toomes, even though he has more hair there. But it'd be cool to put on there. Yeah.
Can always root it to be bolder.
Yeah, there you go.
Or have that buzz cut, the buzz cut. So, man, too many figures.
Great ideas.
I'm sorry, too many figures. I have to complete my Bad Batch. Like you have to.
Me too, man. Me too.
So Tech is not getting. He's on the list. He stays on the list. Beetlejuice stays on the list. Artisan Anakin, he's got to stay on the list. So
yep.
Anyway, man, why, Helen? Why you got to do that to me? That's all right. Whatever.
Sorry.
I'll just pay triple. Nah, you know what? Here's the weird. There are only certain figures that hold their value, even if they were hard to find. Back in the day, after so many years, it's like they come back around, even if they're not 2.0'd. Even if they're not 2.0'd.
Never pay.
Yeah, never.
No.
So if you think you're getting rich off of Hot Toys, you gotta.
It's still in stock down here at Pop Culture if you are that desperate to get it.
Tip right there. If you are looking for a figure that has been released and is on waitlist, always check with Pop Culture because they do ship. I've ordered a few figures from them and they are fantastic. So
yep, they are. Yeah, and they bubble wrap the crap out of your package too.
Yeah, they bubble wrap the outside of the box. So
yep.
that is there's no way your box is getting dinged up. So if you are really in love with your shipper box, is it gonna be in a shipper?
Yeah, it comes
I don't
in
think
a shipper.
they get a shipper.
They do.
If you are really in love with your shipper, it will come undamaged, and you can marry it if you want in like a civil service. It's great. All right, next, she's coming back, baby. It's gonna be another Darth Allison. Hot Toys keeps rolling out the clones. They keep on rolling out the clones. So many clones, all the clones. This time Commander Wolf. I dig Commander Wolf's look a lot. I really do. I love that eye. And if you watched Collector's Lounge International earlier, Mandy, not so much like in the eye, but that's how he was in the show. I also like Old Man Wolf. So Hot Toys, let's get into the Rebels line. So buy or sell Commander Wolf. And this goes to, who was it to? 1, 2, 3. SB, Commander Wolf. What do we like?
Oh, 100% buy. But now that you said that, I kind of do wish it did come with an Old Man Wolf head sculpt. That'd have been a nice
body
addition. Yeah, true. But even the head sculpt would have been a nice addition. But
true.
Yeah, this is awesome. I'm huge into getting the named clones, so I'm not an army builder, so the named clones is perfect. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. About damn time too.
About damn time.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Tattoo, are you buying or selling Commander Wolf?
Yeah, it's definitely a buy. Always get the like my brother, always get the name clones. And we should have seen it coming since they announced that Plo Koon, because they were together. There was a commander, to Plo Koon as well. So it'd be a great set to put them together and along with the Wolf Pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and the sculpt is great. I love the eye. I don't know if you can move it or not.
Get in the eye. Yes.
Yep.
You know what? I think there was talk about that earlier. Like in one of the pictures, the eyes look like great, but then in another, he looks cross-eyed. Like, does that eye move?
Oh, they got to be able to move it. I mean, even if it's just
like that one right there, the one on the left. Oh,
yeah.
Let me go back.
Yeah,
you see
and
that?
it's a little bit gray. So like you should be able to move it, even though like it's like that in the show. He should be able to move both eyes, just like in the show. So
they probably fixed it though.
You know what they did? They moved the good eye in a not so great position.
Which one?
Complement because the other eye does move. Because if you look at the one on the left, on the right, so I'm facing it, so it's on my left, and the other one where he's like looking away to the side, it looks so much better.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they need to. Whoever was working the photos needs to double check their eyes, because he looks cross-eyed in the one.
He does, yeah.
And Commander Wolf's not a cross-eyed. No, he's not.
The scar.
What about you, Helen?
Yeah. Nice details.
What do you think about this figure? Are you gonna buy? Are you gonna buy or sell it? Well, we know what you're gonna do, but let's pretend you were into.
Look,
Star
I have
Wars.
a script I have to read, otherwise Darth Allison will maul me in my sleep, and it's buy all the troopers all the time. That's what she tells me. Buy all the troopers all the time. So I have to say that. I have no choice. This is me being bullied into Star Wars advocacy against my will. So buy.
Bye. What do you think about the?
Just
what do you
one
think?
eye rolling.
Let's talk about the sculpt. No. It says his left eye is wouldn't that be his bad eye is left eye, or is it just the one eye? Shit. What do you? Oh, it just says separate rolling left eye.
Yeah, right there,
That's
left eyeball.
Dumb.
Right there, left
because
eyeball.
because you can
Right
see
the
the pupil in his blind eye. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
That's so weird.
I love this. Hot Toys is saving 50% on rolling eyeballs. Yes. So like only some of the looks will look good. Because look, seriously, he looks cross-eyed, right? Am I or is it just me?
Yeah.
Is it just me? Okay.
Maybe it's like the guns with DC toys. You just gotta wiggle it out of place, and then you can do whatever you want with it.
I don't know. Like if you put a pupil in there, like was it a glass eye in the show? I can't remember. Was it a glass eye?
I don't believe so.
Like thank you, Ryan. I am correct that he does look cross-eyed. Did you have anything else to say about our man Commander Green? Commander Green. See, I've got Commander Green channel member on the brain because I know he loves all the clones, and I'm sure he's waiting for Commander Gree to come out at some point. So
be awesome.
I'm good on the clones.
You're good?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guess what, guys? Oh, it's not all hot toys and sunshine here. No. We tried to be equal to all 1/6 scale toys. And there was only one other one that we knew was going to be released last week, and then it was released. And here he is. Okay. InArt released the 𝗶𝗏 𝗧 from Dune. Some are hailing it as the greatest 1/6 scale figure ever made at this point in time. Is it really? Buy or sell InArt's 𝗶𝗏 𝗧. Shit, who was I on? Blue.
That's a buy for me. I got my invoice from Queen Studios InArt. Yeah, he looks awesome. The head sculpt is on point. It looks like Timothée Chalamet. I'll be getting it with the mouse as well because it's directly from InArt.
Muad'Dib. Yep.
Yeah. And the base, I mean, I'm into bases as long as they look cool.
Blue Tattoo loves to drop the bass.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it's a great piece. So, I mean, maybe they should have had a head sculpt with like his with the blue eyes. That would have been.
That's a licensing issue, yeah.
Yeah, they should have.
Because this is a Dune 1.
Yeah.
So he didn't have the blue eyes until he ate a lot of spice. So much spice.
Well, they're really gonna release a Dune 2 𝗶𝗏 𝗧. I doubt it. They just should have included it and called it good. I think because
I hope they do, because then I will get him, because I did not pre-order this.
Do you know what InArt's going to do? They're going to release blue eyes as a separate accessory like the Joker Detonator and the Gandalf diorama. That's what they're going to do.
Oh, you got to put in yourself.
Yep, and it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, that would be absolutely ridiculous.
Belt. Why not do eyeballs now?
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
But it's
only like the first 20 or 50 are going to get it though.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Somebody did quibble about the nose piece. It's not accurate or something. I don't know. Some of these things, some things that you know, sometimes you just got to go, I like this figure. I like it a lot. It's got this little thing, but it doesn't bother me, and I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna keep it. Helen, are you buying or selling Lisa Nagbaib?
Look, I think this is a buy. I think when you look at the prototype images and what has been delivered, I think it's as advertised. It looks fantastic. And I think if you look at this figure overall, you're getting two looks. So you've got the mask look, you've got this head sculpt. I think both the rooted and the sculpted hair look really nice. My only thing is the sculpted hair is a little bit shorter, and I don't know which is the accurate length. Haven't seen Dune, spoiler. But I think this looks fantastic. And I know there was a lot of love for this movie and there was a lot of hype. And I think InArt dropped the pre-orders at a great time. So I think it's really clever of them to try to get units out the door the same year of Dune 2. So very clever. I think there's a lot to like about this figure. And I can see this being one that people will be trying to pick up now if they're late to the game, because it looks really fantastic.
Yeah, all good points. And if you want the standard edition, it's still available. You can go to Queen Studio because it's licensed everywhere. If you want the standard sculpted hair, so yeah, S-Beam, is this a buy or sell for you?
Well, this figure looks great. I think it's very highly accurate to what it looks like in the film. The music in this film is freaking fantastic too. Got to hear it live. That was awesome.
I I'll give you one for that because yes, the music in this is just it's amazing.
But I was a fan of the first Dune. Give me those
Not bad.
figures, please. This Paul Atreides is a sell. As much as the '80s ones definitely needed an update from graphics, all that CG and whatnot. Great films, but I still prefer the other ones before it.
A Kyle MacLachlan, Paul, a Sting,
Patrick Stewart Gurney.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that would be
some heavy hitters in acting there.
Definitely. Yeah. But yeah, all great films. I enjoyed them all. But yeah, this Paul Atreides, not my Paul Atreides.
Not my Paul Atreides.
So,
but I think that this, came out amazing. Now, this is to everybody on the panel. Is this the best figure ever made?
No,
I don't know, man.
Say the chat. I want to know.
That
is
Joaquin
this the best figure ever made?
Has got its run for its money. That Joaquin.
The new one.
Yep.
InArt's
what
new,
Dean Knight did with those pictures that Dean Knight posted, dude. Those are amazing. Those are really damn good pictures. So.
For me, I feel like I need to see it in person before I can make such a statement. Like, I know, this time of the year, people want to do figure of the year and this and this and that. And I just feel like I would need to see it in person, because it's one thing to see the photos and the video clips, but I think when you're seeing it in hand and you're having a go at posing and how does the body move, I think that tells you a bit more, because I think it's like aesthetically, yes, it's very beautiful, but what is it going to be like? Because with some of the recent InArt figures, we've had some issues with some QC and things like that, which hopefully this doesn't suffer. But yeah, I that's a huge statement to make, and I don't know what I'd put as a contender, but again, because I haven't seen it in person, I can't say, yes, this is the best thing ever made, because I'm speaking off a bunch of photos.
Yeah, and it's also subjective. Like, if you're not a fan of the character, it's hard. I think it's really is hard to be like objective about the figure itself, especially if there's a piece that you have at home that is like your figure. Bob Dylan, he loves the She-Hulk. Like, I'm gonna say that's his figure of the year, especially for the non-Paul Atreides figures out there. And he's done some amazing things with that She-Hulk. I gotta give it to Bob Dylan for that.
I want to make a walk of shame Matt Murdock like Bob did. I just think that's the best, most amazing companion piece to Jen. So well done, Bob, because he just has the most brilliant ideas and executes them all the time. I think it's fantastic.
Ghetto Yoda, my man, says Aragorn. And the broke collector, hard pass, don't give in to FOMO. I stay in my lane. Yes. You guys are like the community as a whole, man. Sometimes it's hard. It's really hard to not just like jump in, and
Aragorn wishes it could be that good of a head sculpt.
Better than this? You mean you think Aragorn is not as good as this one?
It's good, but I've seen it in person. I saw.
Oh, you have? Okay.
And dude, if you don't mess with the hair, it really looks like Weird Al's hair on that Aragorn.
Okay.
It really does. It's weird.
I can't believe how many people are having to give that a haircut. I just think I'm not paying a premium price, and then I got to get out my scissors and
that's ridiculous.
Trim. Like, no.
Cat in the house, welcome. He said, "My cases are full. Maybe I'll put it near my nightstand." Hey, coming soon, nightstand cases. It's coming. They'll have a reading light. You'll be able to put your magazines. Do we read? Anybody actually read magazines anymore? Your books or your comics. You'll be able to place them on top, but still see your beautiful figure underneath. Maybe even with a nice little ambient light, something that doesn't bother you while you're asleep. Maybe a black light. By the way, that's what I'm working on, black light LED channels. So anyway,
Oh, cool.
plug for me. So we are finished. 2 rounds, and it is tight. It's so tight. Guys, I don't have a tiebreaker. So if anybody ties, you will all, whoever are the ones that are in that top, will all get to say something. So what did Ryan say here real quick? Those D-Night Joker videos are absolutely incredible, but I think Paul beats Joker due to the amount of accessories he has. But that's going Paul versus one Joker. All 4 would have more and would win. Okay. Bob Dylan. In terms of pure toy needgasms, the fact that you can remove all of the little items from his backpack and they all have moving parts is playability on another level. Yeah, now I'm jealous.
That's
Now
true.
there goes the FOMO. Son of a.
Yeah. Well, and companies need to start making like the supporting characters as well. Where's the Zendaya figure from Dune as well? We could use that.
Maybe they can't get the license.
It's all Og toys, man. All Og
Yeah,
toys.
maybe it is Og toys. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's weird that there are 2 companies with a worldwide license. What the hell is Warner Brothers doing? But
Yeah.
maybe that's better for us. I don't know. Maybe, like having one company have the license. Look at the Ninja Turtles. Like everybody and anybody who wants a toy license.
Yeah. Why can't we get
to
Turtles?
Playmates? Like goes, yeah. They go to 1/6 scale 1990s Ninja Turtles Playmates. Find somebody to do it.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Playmates is making amazing bank off of that license. But yeah,
Even
1/6
even the
scale.
last Ronin ones, like even those, like I would buy that in 6 scale. Give me all the freaking turtles in 6 scale. All the turtles. Just somebody make them great.
You're losing money.
Absolutely.
You're losing a shit ton of money because I will tell you, the fever for the turtles in some of these groups, some of the turtle groups, they will jump up to 1/6 scale. It's turtles because they get those 1/4 scale ones. Those things are massive.
Yeah.
So anyway,
all right,
let's go to the showdown. This is where I have a little thing that comes in. Showdown up. Anyway, where is my? All right, so J&D just unleashed a 2-pack, and possibly you could get a 3rd body, or is that a 2nd body? Is it even a 2? You know what? It's expensive. It's $1,800. That is crazy. The even crazier thing is that they are not much. Really not much better than the InArt figures that we've been getting, and that Paul is $475. The silicone or whatever. When is a figure too expensive, Helen?
Yeah, I mean, that's a really great question, but I think that is completely subjective as well. I think for the typical collector, I think the price J&D is coming at is way too high. For me, this 2-pack would be about 3,000 Australian dollars, which is putting it up there with the 89 Jazz Inc. Batmobile. So for me, when things are like more than a mortgage payment, I'm like, no, you've lost me here. And I think Queen Studios, they see themselves as a bit elite and they want to price themselves at a certain point. So is this for your typical Hot Toys collector? Probably not. I don't think they are really interested in a typical Hot Toys collector. They are very limited in their releases. But it's a shame because I think what I've seen of that likeness to Anne Hathaway, the sculpt looks really nice. I think it looks a lot better than what Hot Toys did. But I'm not sold on the silicon as yet because I don't think we've got the track record of people going, I've owned this silicon figure for 5 years and it's completely fine and nothing has cracked and everything has been in place. So I think it's there. I think if you're someone who's maybe, into customs and you are willing to spend that kind of money to get the characters you want, it's probably for you. But I think for your typical collector, I think it's priced way too high. Yeah, Bob's in a different
Dylan.
echelon of collecting to me.
Bob's in another level. But we're talking about. How about I phrase it a different way? Is the quality that J&D is putting out on par for you to pay like $1,000 for one figure? Like, is it?
Well, it hasn't been for me because, like, with that Batman, that was like a power pose. Like, you're making a Batman figure, and I can get a Hot Toys one for a fraction of the price, and I can pose and do all kinds of things to that, and then you're giving me. Okay, your Bruce Wayne's got silicone hair, like that doesn't particularly interest me. But then the fact that their first full costumed figure, which was the Dark Knight, is not a posable figure, I think that price is too high for something that is limited in what it can do. So when you do have, you've got Hot Toys doing things at their price point, InArt is at that little bit more of a price point, but they're still fully articulated figures. So I think it's a bit cheeky to be giving us something that, like, for me, I'm like, at the moment, I'm going, okay, so is it things that are in cloth costumes that you can only give us that articulate? That's a bit of a limitation. They need to address that issue because and we saw that Batman, it didn't sell out, and J&D so used to, we announce a thing and in 89 seconds it has sold out and we're here lauding another successful product launch. Whereas with that Dark Knight, they had to go back, they had to make revisions, they did another video because the pre-orders was there, it was still sitting there. So I think the jury is still out on them and what they're capable of doing.
I want to, Bob, what if InArt puts out a comparable looking figure with, they'll like, and you're only spending $400?
Well, I mean, I would go for that because the other thing is I don't feel like I need Airport or Maid Selena. I just want her in the suit. I don't, those alternate looks, they're very small parts of the movies. It's not like the Joker where you've got these different looks and they're all kind of from big moments of the movie. Like, I don't think I've ever heard anybody want Airport Selena. For me, that's the kind of thing that a third-party company makes and you kit bash it yourself. I don't see that as something I want to pay a premium price for.
It is very niche. And usually silicone, I mean, if you buy this figure and you're in your 20s, maybe it'll degrade by the time you're 70. Because it does degrade. It takes about, for platinum, God, I researched this whole thing, not for the show, but I was curious about the type of silicone they use. And I'm sure it's going to get better and better as the years go on. But right now, it lasts about 50 years. And someone at my age, I won't be around when it degrades, which is sad to think about. Anyway, let's get on a let's get on a happier note than my demise. S-Beam. Do you think some people are saying, is J&D worth this 1800?
I like what J&D is doing. I think it looks pretty damn good. But at the same time, J&D is stupid.
Yeah.
That is the biggest price tag I've seen for this type of figure that would be good, but not interested in all the stuff that it comes with. You just needed to do a Catwoman. I don't know why you did the other suits, but yeah, if you just did the Catwoman, you would have stolen everyone's money. If you'd asked me, the $380 down payment and only half of it's the non-refundable non-refundable deposit, that's just weird too. So I don't
You
know
what
what
I'm
the
talking
hell.
about,
I've never
kiddo
really
Yoda.
liked J&D. I think they had a third scale Catwoman or third or quarter
They-
scale
I think
that
they
looked
did. I think yeah.
horrendous. So I don't know what they're doing. The silicone thing is another thing I'm not interested in. But as long,
What had
for you collectors out there who do like this stuff and can afford it, I mean, awesome. But J&D only likes people who can afford their stuff. So peace out, J&D. You're never gonna be in my collection.
J&D is saying let them eat cake, and I say, fuck you, J&D. No, I'm kidding. I'm not saying. Although, if you need a shill for your for any of your advertising, I know a purple puppet that is willing to shill. So he's not loyal to any one brand, if you know what I mean. But anyway, blue tattoo. What are your thoughts on this?
You know, when a figure is too expensive, J&D makes it. J&D is some sort of Ponzi scheme company that just kind of rips you off. They only make cosplayers. They don't make the actual actors that they're supposed to make. That previous cat, that Catwoman that was previously brought up, that was like Momo Catwoman. If anybody's ever knows who Momo is, big eyes, elongated face. It was.
You're talking about Momo from Avatar?
Is it from
there
Avatar?
another Momo or Momo from Dan to Dan? Is 𝗖𝘀𝗲 or no? There's other Momos. Okay, all right. I only know 2 Momos.
But anyway, yeah, you'll have to Google it. I'm not sure, but the Momo that I've seen, yeah, big eyes, elongated face. That's a Catwoman that should not have been put out as a product. That is the worst thing ever seen. J&D makes it, and then Kojin works. Kojin works when he wants to. Any other time, it's horrendous. It's like somebody else makes it, and then when it's good, then it's Kojin. You know, like he's as far as I'm concerned, J&D's only made like 2, maybe 3 sculpts. Their first Wonder Woman, the Mira. No, that's it. Just 2.
All right.
Just 2. Everybody else, like the Christian Bale. Christian Bale looks like Sam Rockwell. It's somebody else completely. Their first Arthur Fleck, it looks like an 80s animatronic. He's got like big eyes that are supposed to move, but they don't. It was freaking weird looking.
That was a weird choice too, to go straight to an Arthur Fleck instead of doing like the Joker in the red suit. That's a good point. I will say also their Indiana Jones and the father. I don't think they look like. It looks like Indy's like third cousin.
But they did great on the Henry though. In the prototype.
Yeah.
I've seen the final. They changed it somehow. I don't know what the heck they did to it, but they did horrible on Indy. They did pretty dang good on Henry, but then in the end, Kojin works when he wants to. They messed it up at the end. So,
right.
yeah, I will never own a J&D figure. They priced it too high for the garbage that they put out. It won't be entering my collection at all. And I wouldn't mind Selena Kyle, probably in that Audrey Hepburn kind of outfit from Breakfast at Tiffany's, because I got there's a Bruce Wayne figure that I could go with in the collection. Other than that, I really need a good Catwoman, and I'm hoping InArt does it at some point, because they killed it with their 6-scale Catwoman on the bike. Yeah, come on, InArt.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
So they use that same sculpt too, and just use that, put that on the figure, and you're good. So.
All right. Well, I am doing a horrible job managing the time here, and we are at 1 minute and 15 seconds, or 1 minute and 15. Oh, a minute. 1 hour. It's only been 1 minute and 15 seconds, guys.
Oh, we got plenty of time,
like
man.
a
Plenty of
whole
time,
show.
Yeah.
But we have one more question. One more question, and I need to know. This is the last show of 2024. And we might not be coming back in 2025. I'm kidding. We are. I already have
I was going to say, what?
I have the show kind of lined up next week. I'm trying to, and for those out there, if you want to be on the show, please reach out to me. I am trying to line up guests through a certain amount of time. You know, I'm trying to like get people scheduled because I don't want to, I want to make sure it'd be like, hey, are you available? Just anytime you're available, just let me know and we'll plug you in. Hopefully I can get a bunch of interesting people on here. But anyway, the last question, we'll start from the top with S-Beam. What is your figure of the year and why?
Right now?
Oh, and chat, I want to know what your figure of the year is. Let me know. Let us know. And then we can give you one of the, like, I'll be like, or like that. I'll do it. We'll do it that way for the chat. Let me remove Selena Kyle. Figure of the year, SB, and why?
Oh, well, spoiler alert for tomorrow. This guy right here is my figure of the year.
Okay.
Yep.
Why?
The animated Batman. SSR did a really good job. I think the there's like a minor nitpicks to it, but the soft goods are just awesome, and I'm glad they did it this way. He's got great posability. They actually, they made the shape of the chest correct, and they didn't go super thin with the legs like he's animated. So it works. It looks like there's kind of a human underneath this. It worked in 6 scale. They did a damn good job on it, and I'm happy to have this Batman in my collection because he's one of my favorites.
Okay. That came out of left field. I must say. Wow. I'm shocked. It's a third party getting some love here tonight. Blue Tattoo, what is your figure of the year and why?
Oof. Right now, what I would probably say this guy.
Even one that you don't have. Oh, okay. Give me your whys.
Just the details on this guy.
Look at those muscles, man.
Yeah, dude. Like it's insane. Ratcheted elbows, flexing.
Oh, I didn't know they were. See, I don't pay attention to the Banes and the Dark Knights, and I'm strictly an '89 Tim Burton Batman boy. I do love the Bale Batman stuff, but it's not like in my needs to get. But yeah, that looks amazing.
Yeah, it is. Like the silicone body is like all textured. He's got scars all over him. Like just the texture alone is fantastic. I mean, hopefully this lasts. Like even the back, like scar. I don't know if it's exactly. Let's see. I don't know if it'll focus or not.
So how does the silicone feel? Like, I'm afraid to move any. Like the only one I have is Ahsoka Clone Wars. I'm afraid to move that shit. To be honest.
Me too. Yeah, since I saw the QC issues in the arm breaking or something like inside the silicone. Yeah, I'm afraid to move that thing too. But this feels, I mean, super sturdy. I mean, it's all throughout. It's all ratcheted.
All right.
I don't know if I'd leave it in the position, but I mean, it comes with the coats and everything.
Leather.
I think he's damn near perfect. This guy.
All right, Helen. What is your figure of the year and why?
I'm probably going to disappoint you with this, Costa, now that I've learnt you only love Keaton Batman. For me, it's the Hot Toys Artisan Joker. I got to see that in Secret Base the day after it released, and I think it's the best Joker. I have the 2 InArt ones. I walked into Secret Base. The first thing you see is that cabinet with all the sort of newly released things. So it's like the first thing I saw, and like the rooted hair just sits beautifully. Like the InArt one is a little bit poofy now. The Hot Toys rooted hair looks amazing. The tailoring is very nice. They've made some significant improvements over their other purple coat Jokers. But even little things like the base has the light up effects. And I love that they've done that kind of statue style little foot pegs. So you can have that.
Yeah,
I guess the illusion
I
InArt's going for with the magnets, but I think I'd trust a bit more in a foot peg than a magnet. So I just think they've obviously put a lot of effort into it, and I think they probably did go into this thinking we want to make a better figure than InArt to show that we're still number one. And I think they pulled it off. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And as I said, for me, I feel like if I'm going to say something's figure of the year, I need to have seen it in person. So I know Bane looks amazing. A lot of people have love for that. I'm hoping I can pick that up. I silly didn't pre-order. But I have to go for the Artisan Joker because I just think as a complete figure, I don't really know what I would fault with that. Someone tried to say to me he has shiny glove hands, and I was like, does he? Because when I was looking at it, I noticed no such thing. If it does, I forgive Howard for that. That's fine.
If I was, it's all, great, great picks. I wish I could give one. I don't remember. I don't remember which figures I got this year. They're all in a box over here. Like, did Kurt Cobain come out this year?
I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it was earlier this year.
Yeah, I like that one. Oh man, they're all in boxes, and I don't know what I got. That's sad.
This guy is great too.
Oh, cool.
Which one? Morbius.
Morbius.
I'd get that for a Midnight Suns. Damn. You know what? I don't have a figure of the year, guys. I mean, I don't remember what I bought, and I'm actually blanking. I came up with the question. I don't even have an answer. 2023 was Kurt Cobain. All right, let's real quick.
That's whatever you got in this year. That's a figure.
That's how I treat it. What did I buy this year?
Often Studios says, I think it might be the black suit Spider-Man for me. That is, you're talking the one from the video game, right? Because that does look cool. I'm going to give one of those for that.
It's a great figure, yeah.
Jake, welcome. I have to relent and say that Paul Atreides may be one of the best figures I've ever seen. And he is not a Dune fan. Like, he's not like, Dune. He's not a Dune head. And he wants me to get the Hana Wolverine. And I want the Hana Wolverine, so maybe I will get the Hana Wolverine. Renz is in here. What is going on? Let's see. Did anybody else say? Since the invoices went out this year, Paul InArt, then Hot Toys Obi-Wan Darth Vader, and Hot Toys Black Suit Spidey. Nice. All right, those are all. Let me give you a. And yeah, it looks like Kirk came out. Did I not get anything this year except for the Batmobile? It is possible, because I slowed down a lot because I got tired of, like, I have boxes upon boxes that I haven't even had fun with, and I want to have fun with my toys. Let's see. Pedro says Mondo Lino. Oh, that's one I didn't get. I want that timed edition, and I will get it. But somebody else is here. He wants to give his figure of the year. Figure of the year, everybody. Are you ready for the figure of your year? It came out in 2023, but I don't care. And you've heard me say it before. Rocky Balboa, the Lone Shark from Star Race. Star Race, baby! Star Race! You know what I'm saying? He looks so much like
How much are they
Rocky's
paying
third
you,
cousin.
Randall?
$1 billion. $1 billion. But it's all in credit. It's all in the Star Race toy credit. Nothing really crazy. Just a lot of credit. So I'm gonna buy me some Star Race. You know what I'm saying? You know what I want? I want Ron Weasley, but it looks like his best friend Jake, and he doesn't even have a best friend Jake. you know what I'm saying? It's so bad. It's so bad, but it's good. That's why I love them so much. I love them so much because it's so bad. It's good. Look, my figure of the year, Load Shark Rocky. He's doughy, and you look at him. No definition in the face. No definition. None. But he makes me smile, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. But I will say, on a side note, Star Race does have good Clash of the Titans figures. I don't know how they pull it off. They pull that bitch off. But anyway, my figure of the year, you heard it here first, and maybe it'll be 2025 figure of the year for all we know. Anyway, good night. Happy New Year. You guys, I love you so much. We're about to find out the winner. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Good night.
Bravo.
You're welcome. I need to get into shape. And yeah. Oh, look at this. He's too good to reveal his figure of the year. You're too good because you want to put it in your own video. Is that what you want to do? You don't want to help a brother out? Huh? You don't want? Okay. Whatever, Jake. What did favorite figure? Starman Cammy. Which one's that? Oh, is that? No, wait. Which one?
Street Fighter. Street Fighter.
Yep, Street Fighter.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, we saw that. We saw what you, and you fixed the eye. Thank God. Thank God you fixed that eye. Randall wins Puppet of the Year. Okay. Drum roll, please. Blue Tattoo comes out of nowhere. He just talked the longest on the last not the last thing, but the thing before that. That's
it's the J&D rant that got me the
talk the longest.
You got me the win. Okay.
Me, I'm just like bling, 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 bling. But Blue Tattoo wins. Congratulations, my friend.
Yeah,
you have 30
that.
seconds to a minute to talk about anything you want. You want to talk about your life? We know you don't want to talk about your life. You want to talk about your favorite figure? Go for it. Don't talk about S-Beam's channel. We'll talk about that afterwards. And let us know a little bit about yourself. That's what this is all about. Let's get to know Blue Tattoo. And here we go.
I don't know. I guess I don't have a channel really either. But yeah, we're talking about it at the end. Turtles. Give us some freaking turtles. 6-scale turtles. Any turtles? 90s turtles. Cartoon turtles. I make more Jim Carrey figures too. I saw the Grinch recently. If I could just collect one thing forever, it'd be Jim Carrey figures. I have the mask up there. He's fantastic.
Ooh.
Any Jim Carrey would be great. But yeah, turtles. Give me turtles.
Turtles. Oh wait, you weren't done. Sorry, I have to also get this.
Even Last Ronin, 6-scale. Turtles.
It's a good comic. Don't discount the Last Ronin.
Yeah. Stop making it in quarter scale. Stop making it in statues. 6-scale. Make it in 6-scale. Because it needs to be 6-scale. All right. Let me display that a little better. There we go. Right there. Turtles need to be 6-scale. Tired of waiting.
He is tired of waiting. Somebody, please get this man a 6-scale Ninja Turtles, preferably 1990, please. Preferably 1990, because that's what we want.
And all the side characters and the and Tatsu and Splinter and yeah, come on, more foot soldiers as well. Need the whole gang. Anything NECA is making, make it in 6-scale.
Wow, I
in these
cannot
vid-
find your channel, SBeam, on fucking YouTube. Why can I not find SBeam's channel?
Ooh.
There it is. Found it.
Interesting. Why? What'd you do?
I tried to just do a search real quick, but then I was like, you know what? Let me just let me look at it in my thing, and I also have the link to it, so I don't even know why. Yes, collector's figure. You can get those shirts at SBeam's channel and his Monday night show, collector's figures. So SBeam, what's happening tomorrow night on that show? It's the last one before the new year.
That's right. It's our New Year's stream. We'll be giving away a figure from Michael Elliott for all his subscribers. So come join us while we do that. We'll be counting down our top 10 figures of the year, what we got in, and then talking about a whole bunch of other stuff. So
awesome. Blue. I'm gonna assume you're gonna be on that stream tomorrow.
Oh, yep. Live every Monday on my brother's channel, SBeam, for collector's figure. We got merch. We got tons of other merch. Needs to be 6 scale. Got a Turtles version as well. Needs to be 6 scale. Show your support of having 6 scale Turtles. We got more shirts coming as well. So
that's a good one right there from 12-inch Moose Street.
Okay,
I would also like the Mezco ones, like the comic turtles in 6 scale also. I know that Mondo did something. I think they did them, but not so long ago.
Anybody but Mondo and Star Race. Anybody but Mondo and Star Race.
No,
stay away from Turtles. They need to stay away from Turtles. Somebody else make them. 3-0 did a great job on the 2014 and 2016 versions. If they could take Turtles and make a crap ton, go for it. I would buy them because 3-0 is a great company. They do good work.
Yeah, agreed. And I want this to watch your 6th. I want it to, Jake. Helen, what's going on your channel?
100%. Oh my God, sorry. Terry and Lloyd.
Yeah, definitely. Multiple versions. Yeah.
Yep. Every version. Yep.
So Helen, other than, is this week your try at a 4-hour stream?
Oh God, no. I don't understand why my streams are so freaking long. But people watch. I'm like, what are you doing with your lives? Why are you watching this random Australian woman talk for 3 hours and her cat's going mental in the background? I don't get it, but I appreciate everyone that's watching, so thank you very much. I too would love to see Ninja Turtles. This is where I wish Hono would do more IPs than just Marvel. I feel like the Turtles, Batman, the animated series, there's so many other things that you could be doing with Hono. 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 even know. I did put out my shopping vlog from my trip to Hong Kong. So I kind of walk around Mongkok, which is the main figure shopping area. I'm trying to give people a bit of a flavor of the stuff that you can find over there. So that's my latest video. And then Friday live stream, which I'm doing while Collectors Unite is on hiatus. I do not know what's happening with that. So please don't ask me, people, because everyone messages me because Joelle doesn't answer messages. And I'm like, I don't know. You know as much as me. So I'll do something on my Friday evening. And then I'm thinking maybe a collection tour might be coming up soon because I've only ever done my sort of Dark Knight collection. So I may do something like that. I've got a couple of other ideas in the works. I will not promise when they're done because I am so sporadic with videos. But I'd also just want to quickly put a plug in for Costa because it's been almost a year since I built my garage display case and I'm still absolutely in love with the thing. So like Costa, those videos are gold. I'm crazy enough that I'm thinking I'm going to do it again. So guys, like Costa's shared so much information and knowledge with us this year. So if you've used his videos, like grab a channel membership and support the guy. He's spending his time, his money to work out how to do all this stuff so we can then just have an easy template. Like we're not having to waste money on, I bought this, it wasn't the right thing, now I bought that. So I'm just such a big advocate of when people are giving you amazing value and doing something different in the community, you got to support them. So do yourself a favor, give yourself a New Year's present of channel membership to Costa because you do get exclusive Randall content. and you get videos
Yeah,
early.
Randall.
So why
we
wouldn't
have-
you? Why wouldn't you sign up? It's a couple of bucks a month. It's fine. We collect Hot Toys. You can afford it. Please and
Great
thank you.
content. Yeah.
There
Absolutely.
is a piece called Randall Rants that I'm kind of started. Leo, Leo's a channel member. Leo, welcome. I think I see you've been here for a good portion of this live stream, if not all of it. But thank you for being here. But yeah, there is Randall content. I may add a tier where Randall gives you a personalized birthday greeting. I haven't decided yet.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was my wife's side. She's like, they love Randall. Why don't you do like the channel members get like on their birthday? You know, they can tell you the day when they sign up and not like, you know, tell you the year or whatever, or the month and the day, and then you can do a personalized video. For Randall's gonna do his own cameos. I guess that's
Yeah,
that's what
I
it's
love
like.
that.
But yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys make it worthwhile. Every week I'm like wishy-washy during the day, and I'm like, should I do this? Should I not do this? But I always have fun, and that's the whole point. And I enjoy hanging out with the panel and you guys in the chat. And if you know what I'm doing with the channel on Saturdays, I have a live stream called Show Off, where sometimes it's just me showing off what the community has made. And then we talk and answer. I talk to you guys and answer questions, whatever questions you have. And sometimes, which we're in the middle of one now, I'm crazy enough to do a live build, and if I mess up, you get to see it all. You get to see me. What was it? At one point, you got to see the crack of my ass because it happened when you get down on the floor and you try to put things together and things go wrong. But you get to see the process, which is the point. And currently, I'm doing a live build for one of these, and it's not a hard one. This is the Grail, one of the Grail cases, and it's the one that I consider like the basic, the one where the beginner one. It's it's not that hard. Trust me. You can ask any one of these guys on the panel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not that hard. And I just saw Jake's cheeks. Not literally. I didn't literally see them. I have pictures on Instagram of them, but not right now. But yeah, so we started out with the frame, and each week I do a different piece. And yesterday I decided to try a different way of putting on the border, and I am really like after 24 hours of it really like setting, it looks pretty goddamn good. But I am thinking about doing some sanding, but that's for the show. We'll talk about that. Just come Saturday. It's like usually around 4:00 where I do that. And then what else? And then Sunday, Points of Articulation. We have fun talking about toys and pop culture. Oh, also, fuck Warner Brothers. I did it on Collector's Figures last week, but those guys did a copyright claim for the Superman trailer that showed in the thing. There was no sound, and we were talking about it, so we were commenting on it, so it's fair use. So screw you. I sent a message to James Gunn. Somebody said he's looking into it. I don't think he is. I love James. If you saw that stream, you saw how much I gushed about James Gunn. Make it right, James Gunn. I want the 12 cents that I'm gonna make on that stream. Because that's probably the max. That's probably like its ceiling. 12 cents. I could get like a bolt or two. So I can finish these. Damn it, James Gunn. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and we will see you next Saturday. If you just come next Saturday, well, we have fun on that day too, and then come next Sunday. Just do both days. It's fun.
Yeah, buddy.
But we will see you soon. Peace.
Happy New Year.